We mean what we said, Robert. We mean what we said. Also, hi everybody. Welcome back to the very first Anime Church of
Hello.
2024. Hooray. Welcome to Anime Church, of course, the church where not only is cosplay allowed, but it is highly recommended. I
For
guess
some
it's
reason, my head wanted to
encouraged, but
go.
recommended. But at this point, I'd rather say allowed. Um, I certainly didn't do any of this on a stream. No, nobody saw that.
Saw what?
Exactly.
Yep.
I just need some awesome strawberry juice.
Yeah. Absolutely strawberry juice.
Juice.
How did you know? Hi, everybody. It was kind of a pain in the butt setting up, so that's the reason for strawberry juice. I am Richie Roberts, your Minister of Science and Technology.
I am Moonlight Sparks, your Minister of Arceology. Praise Arceus. You can fucking see it. There it is.
And I am Fenrir Sargon, your patron saint of snackos.
You should always have snackos, man. You know what?
Always.
Today I am definitely supporting.
My snackos today are pickles.
I'm supporting my friend Fenris with snackos.
I
Tostitos
don't have any
snackos.
snackos.
I can't help you if you don't have any.
I can't either, unfortunately. All mine are switching over to healthier snackos while I try to lose weight.
Instead of cheesy stuff, I'm doing the spinach dip.
Nice.
Also, it's just tastier.
I may have a addiction to pickles.
So, a couple of things. Number one, how was everybody's holiday? What did you guys do?
Mine was pretty good. Did family stuff.
Mhm.
Friend of mine had another friend come down, and they're my friend now too. So that was fun. Did stuff. Had a lot of fun.
I'm went to see my dad, and I cooked for 15 people.
That's a lot of people.
Oh yeah.
Lots of
Also
family
for
showed up
Christmas, I
this
got I got a whole shaker set. So when I come up there next time, I can make some actual cocktails.
Ooh.
Well,
Yeah.
from the sound of things, I've at least got two cons in and around here.
Cool.
Both cons are about 20 minutes from us, or from me. So, one is into Nashville, one is out of Nashville. So,
Okay.
good times there. It sounds like at least 5 people want to come for one of them, so that's neat. I'm not going to say anything about that until I have confirmation of con, and then other things. Oh, no. Come on. Click the right things. Thank you. Okay. There
Definitely
we go.
relaxing during your holidays. Great
Yeah,
thing to do there,
I
Argon.
went, for the most part, we did our Christmas the Friday before because all my family was out of town. So I did the 25th by myself and then tried to do a bunch of streaming of different episodes of Log Horizon and Slime. I got 2 episodes into Slime. I finished all of Log Horizon doing like a commentary kind of thing, Q&A commentary thing. The first one went over pretty well. We got about 6 episodes in, and then YouTube decided to block the stream and give us crap. And I'm like, bruh. Yeah, so I was
Damn.
a little upset by that. Also, I do have an announcement that we're gonna do live here. The Spider short has officially been cast. Leafitchy will be our Kumoko. So, big shout out to her. She and all the people. Thank you to everyone who auditioned. By the way, just know that even though I didn't cast you for that role, there are a lot of other roles that I'm considering you for that I would like you to audition. So one of those things, please don't take it to heart if you don't get a role. if you made it to callbacks, I already want you in something. So it's typically how it is. Headway was made into the Konosuba script, as well as some small changes were made to the ending of Slime 9 just to make it better. And the as I said, the casting has been completed for Spider, and some of the recording has been completed for Spider. And lastly, the last two big things. Number one, writing has begun on episode 10 of Slime for season 2 of Slime Abridged. So we're already working on that. And I asked Tony, and he said, cool, go for it, because it's still going on right now. I'm going to do a very short Shangri-La one-shot thing. Like, when I say short, maybe like 2-3 pages at most, if that. Maybe just one, because it's just like 2 sets of dialogue that I initially wanted to put on as an actual short, but then I was like, fuck, it started as one joke. Now I have 4.
Always how it goes.
One of those things. So if you don't know about Shangri-La Abridged, please check it out. Also, unfortunately, Moon wasn't here for this last night, but we did some watch-alongs of anime. And one of those happened to be the very first episode of Solo Leveling. Because that came out yesterday.
My friend was telling me about it. I wanted to watch it last night, but when I got home, I was dead tired.
I don't know what time you got home, but I could understand. Were you pulling night shift
6
again?
a.m.
Yeah, that's what I figured.
Yeah, that's the only shift I work.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. So, yeah, we're checking out some new stuff. We got some old stuff going. It's a good time. Now that we have the Fat Dog news out of the way, it's time to turn to the news. First up is going to be Fenris telling us why Gundam is suddenly real.
So I alluded to this article last night on the Gunpla stream, but Bandai Namco joins forces with 13 partners to make Gundam tech a reality. In June 2021, Bandai Namco Group announced their sustainability project called Gundam Universal Century Development Action. Initially a project to address population and environmental issues, it has now begun researching technologies in the Gundam franchise with 4 different teams. They posted on Twitter back in October announcing, and I quote, official project decision. #go, 4 official projects have been decided. Team Space Life Project, prototyping a new pilot robot for social implementation of mobile suits, Green Colony Project, and Beam Saber Plasma Agriculture Project. Initially having 11 partners, Bandai Namco announced on October 27th that 2 more partners would be added for a total of 13. In the same announcement, Bandai Namco stated these 13 partners had been split into 4 teams. Team Space Life Project, prototyping basically everything I just read. Each team focuses on different aspects of Gundam technologies and how they will be implemented in the real world. According to Team Space Life Project's homepage, the team will focus on creating a living space, controlling a comfortable environment, and sustainable resource circulation. They appear to be researching space colonies and adapting new medical technologies for humans to survive in those spaces. Working in parallel with Team Space Life Project, Green Space Colony Project will provide an experimental environment to study the effects of gravity, closed environments, etc. that are unique to space and will help humans realize life in space.
So what I'm hearing is we're getting after Colony. That's what I'm hearing.
No, right now it's early Universal Century. After Colony is after
colonies.
We're getting
colonies. That's what I'm
they're
hearing.
looking at making space colonies.
Now
yes,
I'm
from
worried
what I'm
about
seeing.
Oz and Project Meteor.
Yep. So,
but here's the other thing: if we get colonies, it means we can officially start mining the asteroid belt.
it's true, but there's 2 other projects associated with this, and we all know, as fans, we really want to see what mobile suits and the weaponry associated with them will be.
No,
Yes.
no. Why does it always have to be military applications?
Nope. It's The prototyping project of a new maneuverable robot for social implementation of mobile suit and plasma agricultural project inspired by Beam Saber are basically doing just that, but not for military
The
purposes.
very first suits needs to be Zaku's. I'm just saying.
The former states that it aims to realize a real mobile suit and perform peaceful activities. It defines mobile suits as a controlled robot that enriches people's lives through interaction with people. Much like the original mobile suits were in the Universal Century, it was meant as a social project and all that. So rather than making weapons of war, the team will focus on peaceful and practical applications of mobile suits. Likewise, the Plasma Agricultural Project, inspired by Beam Saber, is not focused on creating weaponry. Rather, the team will study plasma for agricultural purposes. The team states that plasma can now be maintained in the air, making it possible to control it gently so it does not get hot even when touched by people or plants. If this is applied to agriculture, we can expect to promote plant growth, improve plant immunity, and cultivate with reduced pesticides. So it's nothing regarding like war or that. It's literally trying to better humanity. Much like how they originally started in the Universal Century in Gundam.
So it'll eventually come to military, but not right now.
Everything that works out in civilian life usually tends to go to the military.
Fair.
So out of all
Is he-
out of the 4 different projects, what are you two, and even chat, and anybody watching this after the fact, what are all of you interested in?
A robot. I want to see it moving. I want to see it doing stuff.
Well, duh. But what else? Like,
To be fair,
of
the,
all the Gundam technology of all the technology that exists in Gundam, the giant mechs are like the least interesting thing to me. You're
there's
talking
a lot
about
of
building colonies and actual space mining. I'm so for that. Also,
I mean, yeah.
do not build a Gundam on Earth. If you're going to start building mobile suits, start it doing it in space.
We already have a couple mobile suits on Earth here.
But they're not like fully mobile. They're not actual real mobile suits.
Not that we've been told about. I mean, we were told that they're, just very limited in their movements, but I would not be surprised if they didn't tell us everything about them.
You know what?
Although I'm also wondering.
You know what? If we're gonna cross franchises here, here's what I want. I want Gundam versus Xenomorphs.
Nice.
But
But I'm wondering if they're gonna make the mobile suits like how some of them are in the anime, where they like connect to nerves and stuff. Because if that could happen, not only would we be able to make robots like that, we'd be able to make, limbs and stuff like that, and various other enhancements.
Now we're starting to get into Iron-Blooded Orphans territory.
It's not just Iron-Blooded Orphans. There's a couple of different Gundam franchises or series that had that.
Case in point, Whisper Mercury very much had that.
Um,
Gundam started off as a medical technology.
Yeah, G Gundam had something similar to that, except you were wearing a full haptic feedback suit that, if you weren't strong enough, it would crush you while putting it on.
Lovely.
Ow!
Yes.
I asked, other than talking about like the Fat Dog stuff that I did I tell you any stuff that I did while we were on break?
Not really.
No.
Okay, I knew I forgot something. My brother and I went to see Wonka. It was very nice. It was a good movie. All right, that's basically it. All right, we've officially caught up. We can move on now.
That's the end of my article.
No, the IBO, Whisper Mercury, G Gundam, and 00 Argon things.
00 didn't have any type of feedback system.
Nerve connectivity.
Yeah, it didn't have anything like that, from what I remember. The Meisters themselves were just kind of brainwashed as children and brought into a celestial being.
Okay.
Lovely.
Well, now we're hearing that Gundam is real. And I could not be happier about that. Guys, the Mario Brothers movie is the thing that will not go away. But part of that is because it's award season. So we've got a little good there's box office or just worldwide earnings news. And then we're going to talk about some nominations that it has. And then a nomination it got snubbed for that I think everybody would agree, what the fuck? So I didn't have that one on here. It's not an actual news article. It's just something we're going to talk about. But I'll do that one later. So first off, Super Mario Brothers movie remains number 2 top earning film worldwide in the US and in the US in 2023. So is the second highest earning film in all of 2023. So that's got to be cool because, like, guys, a video game movie was number 2 in the world.
And it's got set up for a sequel too.
Not to mention one of the best TV shows that is most talked about out there is also a video game franchise, The Last of Us. Even though I do have some issues with The Last of Us, as far as like some deviations that didn't quite work, there were more hits than misses. We'll say that. And for everybody that is waiting for me to rant about YuYu Hakusho, this isn't the channel for that. We've got a channel for that coming up. It is called Technical Difficulties. Like, the channel's ready. It takes a while for me to edit stuff because I'm having to edit things myself. Because PhatDog can't afford to hire an editor for that channel. At the moment, you want to fix that? Patreon. That's how we hire our editors, baby. Patreon. Alrighty. So the Super Mario Brothers movie ended the year as the number 2 top earning film worldwide and in the United States. The film now has a worldwide earning of $1.361 billion. Yeah, I faked everybody out with that and then it went to the billion. It has earned $574 million in the U.S. The only movie that passed it was the Barbie movie, which I recently saw, and I was like, it was all right. I liked it. It wasn't as preachy as everybody made it out to be. It was a good movie. I still thought Mario was better, but that's just me. And I wasn't like the biggest fan of like the Mario movie that year, so like I just think it was good. Anyway, Super Mario Brothers is number 3 all-time highest earning animated film worldwide. It is the 17th highest earning film of all time. And the film is also the highest grossing foreign film in Japan in 2023. Yeah, dude, a lot of these, the following films also made it into the top 200, in case you're interested. At number 15, Transformers Rise of the Beasts. 51, Godzilla Minus One. 53, Gran Turismo. 58, The Boy and the Heron. 99, Suzume. 106, Demon Slayer. Kimetsu no Yaiba, The Swordsmith Village. That doesn't even deserve to be in the top 200, honestly, because it was just a glorified recap of the previous season and one episode of the new season. No. And they're doing it again! Don't go to it. Don't spend your money on this or they'll keep doing this unnecessary crap. All right. Old Boy 2023 re-release at 169. 176. That time I got reincarnated as a slime the movie, Scarlet Bond. Really surprised to hear that it made it into the top 200. Way to go. And even funnier that it was 4 ahead of the Spirited Away stage play. Also,
I didn't even know they had a stage play for that.
Also that it was 8 ahead of the first Slam Dunk. And yeah, Knights of the Zodiac coming in at 195. So the first Slam Dunk was at 184 and Spirited Away stage play was at 180. The rest of it is just basic info that we kind of already know as far as like, hey, it opened at this and blah, 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 blah. And I'm like, we know. We're there. We know. We were there. Don't speak the holy words to me. I was there when they were written. So the second part is that Super Mario Brothers movie got nominated for. Any guesses as to what it got nominated for? Without looking at the thing.
I've already looked at the thing.
Oh,
So.
Same.
Okay. But
I've
do
been
you
keeping
remember?
up on the articles this week.
Oh, okay. Do you remember what it is, or are you looking at it right now?
I'm looking at it right now.
Jinx! One of you
When
owes
we're
the other
going
a
through
soda.
these, I keep them open.
Well then, chat. Here's a good time to guess. If you haven't guessed, here it is: CBS Family Film and TV Awards. The CBS Family Film and TV Awards nominated the Super Mario Brothers movie for Best Animated Family Film in its 26th annual awards. The film is nominated alongside Elemental, Leo, Spider-Man Across the Spider-Verse. I'm sorry, guys. Spider-Man Across the Spider-Verse was the better animated movie, in my opinion. And you know what? That's not even opinion. That's just straight up fact. It was the better animated movie. The Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles Mutant Mayhem. I forgot that was last year. Man. I saw that, and that was really entertaining. It was really fun. The Ninja Turtles movie. The award ceremony will be held on January 27th. Also, guys, I didn't really talk about this because I found it out over the holidays. But if you are a fan of the light novel series, the Reincarnated as a Sword light novel series, Volume 14 comes out on the 25th of this month. I already have it pre-ordered. I am ready for that. It's so good. It's so good. Anyway, the 2023 Saturn Awards nominated the Super Mario Brothers movie for Best Animated Film. The 81st Golden Globe Awards nominated the film for Best Motion Picture and the animated category. So I'm not surprised. The film has opened, blah, blah, blah. Guys, that is just some really, really good news for video game movies moving forward as things stand right now. Here is the part that annoys me. The Oscars are coming up. The Academy Awards, the Oscars. You know, that award show nobody gives a shit about anymore, but somehow they still like to say that the Oscars are the most important awards thing. Okay, so the short list for Best Song, which isn't typically a thing that I care about, right? Best Song. Most of the time, a song in a movie is something that they throw into the credits and is nominated that way. Or it's there for like a couple of seconds in the actual movie, but it has no merit in the actual movie. You know what was actually left off this year for Best Song?
Peaches.
Peaches by Jack Black. A song that actually had something to do with the fucking movie and actually heightened the movie in a way and added to the movie, kept the story going for the movie. It was integral to the movie. Barbie had 3 on the short list. Super Mario couldn't get 1? And I'm not... look, after watching Barbie, I understand 2 of those songs, and they are relevant to the movie. They play in the movie because it was musical stuff. I get it. However, there are some songs that are thrown in there from movies I've never heard of. And I'm like, what the fuck is this? Everybody was having Peaches fever last year. Everybody was Peaches, 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 Peaches. That song took over the internet, America, and everything in between. You sitting here telling me that can't even get on the short... This isn't even like a nomination. It's the short list that leads to a nomination. It couldn't even get on the short list? Are you fucking kidding me? See, I didn't even want to really talk about the Mario movie, but now you've turned me into Cranky Kong.
Right. I enjoyed the fact that they played the first half of Peaches when it was relevant, and then at the end, he updated the song with the events of the movie.
Yes!
It worked.
It's so good. it's like, here's the thing. Obviously, Jack Black is a fucking treasure.
He is a national treasure, yeah.
He is a national
Absolutely.
treasure. And bless him for just deciding to be Bowser. Like, his Bowser was so good. Like, not even getting into the singing. His iteration of Bowser was so good, so entertaining. Absolutely for it. However, these hoity-toity assholes at the Academy need to get their... This is the funny thing. Usually in a category, it is typically that category... It is people within that category that nominate it. Was everybody sticking their nose up at Peaches?
They had to be.
Must have.
So typically it's the music people that nominate music stuff, and the fact that they didn't nominate Jack Black is fucking absurd. Like, the fact that he couldn't even get into the short list for that song. And don't sit here and tell me that just because a song is popular doesn't mean that it gets nominated. Motherfucking Frozen.
Which time?
I'm just saying, that's how it is. Now, I've got other things to say about the, like, awards thing, and I'll talk about that now. Because it is relevant. Guys, we have the anime awards coming up. The Crunchyroll version. I've already seen some fan versions that are making me cringe because they nominated shit that was good, but nowhere near Anime of the Year quality in the Anime of the Year category. And omitted two from the Anime of the Year because they're still going into 2024. Don't give a fuck. Did they start in the fall of 2023? Yes, they did. Then they count. They removed Frieren and Apothecary Diaries. Frieren is easily... now, it's debatable for some people, but Frieren is easily, for me, the number 2 anime of the year. It's my second place choice. And very, very close to number 1. Like, almost tied. My number 1 is Oshinoko. I know some people who are just going to sit there and be like, Jujutsu Kaisen, everything. Attack on Titan, everything. Go fuck yourself. Like, guys, all you're doing is smoking weed. Try some heroin. That's so
I believe they had the movie on that, The Boy in the Heroin.
Don't do any of that stuff. We at PhatDogStudios do not condone any kind of drug use whatsoever. We will continue to make jokes about it, though. All right.
Very much.
Let's see. Just for those of you that don't understand, I will pull up the definition of sarcasm because I was being sarcastic. No, guys.
Really couldn't tell.
Well, I know, right? I need to wear the I need to wear the shirt that says I speak fluent sarcasm. Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. Maybe then they'll get it. That's not enough of a clue, hopefully. I don't think. Well, hopefully. Anyway, except for that one viewer of ours that's blind. Hi!
Hey.
I am speaking in sarcasm for that joke. All right, now we're officially legally clear. All right.
Okay.
So, here's the thing, guys. If all you're doing is going after the mainstream stuff, you're missing out on a lot of good content. Yes, Oshinoko blew up in the mainstream, but for a good reason. It's not something that comes around often. I know everybody was like, oh my god, Attack on Titan. Why? Because Mappa finally learned what the word final means?
I hope.
It's over? We never have to hear about it
it
again? Yeah.
They're gonna try to make another one.
It ended. It ended.
Just give it
until
time.
Attack on Titan 2.
Guys, I watched essentially the ending of Attack on Titan. I'm gonna start fights and I don't care. Here's my thing. If we're just battling it out in the Shonen Seinen space, Jujutsu Kaisen was way better than Attack on Titan. Attack on Titan does not even stand a fucking chance against JJK Season 2. just on every metric, music, animation, acting, just the overall story of what happens. Jujutsu Kaisen is the series of don't care about a character. That's kind of what it is. And for those of you that were losing your shit when that thing that happened to Gojo in Season 2 happened to Gojo in Season 2, imagine all of us manga readers surprised when we got something even worse happening to Gojo in the manga at the same freaking week. I've said this a couple of times. I need to reiterate this. Fuck you, you're not alone. We have it worse because we read the manga. All right. For the sight impaired, I flipped off the camera. All right. That having been said, there were a lot of great things out there that deserve to get the anime noms for Anime of the Year. Buddy Daddies was a good show, but it just ain't Anime of the Year caliber. I don't even know why somebody was trying to nominate that. Just know...
I will say I enjoyed Buddy Daddies more than I enjoyed Spy Family.
I haven't seen Season 2 of Spy Family.
I need to catch up on Spy Family. Good God.
Yeah. But guys, there's a lot of good stuff coming out this year. We are only 3 months away. Gentlemen, we are only 3 months away. No.
There's more.
Dear God. All right. Gentlemen, we are only 3 months away from Season 3 of Slime.
Mm-hmm.
Let that sink in. 3 months away. So close. So close. All right.
And yet, so far.
Oh, shut up. Now, that having been said, let's move on to the next bit of news. The World Trigger manga. For those of you who haven't been keeping up with the anime, or the manga in particular, what the fuck are you doing? Check it out. It's really good. World Trigger manga takes a 1-month hiatus due to the author's health. This is not new for World Trigger. Literally, I thought it was over and then it came back. It was on a 2-year hiatus and then it came back because the author's health had improved. However, the author's health, as always, is the most important thing. We want to worry about the health of our authors. And a 1-month break, not nearly as bad. So the official... No, I'm not calling it that. The official Twitter account for Daisuke Ashihara's World Trigger manga announced on December 28th that the manga will take a break in the February 2024 issue of Shonen Jump's Jump Square magazine. Or Shueisha's Jump Square magazine, sorry. Which will ship on Thursday due to the author's poor physical health. The manga is scheduled to return in the March issue, which will ship on February 2nd. The manga last took a break in the magazine's September 2023 issue and returned in the October 2023 issue. The series also took several breaks in 2021, and it took 4 more breaks in 2022. Ashihara debuted the World Trigger manga in Weekly Shonen Jump magazine in 2013. The manga went on hiatus from November 2016 due to the author's poor health and returned in the magazine in October 2018. Like I said, 2-year break, and then it came back. Guys, if you have not checked out World Trigger, it's such an interesting series. I'm not saying it's amazing or the greatest thing out there, but it's interesting. I highly encourage you to check it out. It's got some neat ideas. It's clearly a shonen, but I think you guys will like it. And it is kind of one of those older ones, but because of the author's health, it got moved from Weekly Shonen Jump to Jump Squared, which is more monthly. And still, he's having to take breaks because of his health. This seems to be a chronic issue, and I'm sure that being a mangaka does not help. It may be exacerbating the problem, but once again, we always encourage the health of the author comes first. That is the most important thing. So just wanted to give you that bit of news. Any thoughts from you guys? Moon, I know better than to ask. Fenris, have you watched World Trigger?
Bits and pieces. I have just one on my watch list that I need to go back and actually finish.
Question for you, Fenris. Since he has some freedom over the next day or two, should we... Wait, okay, no. First off, I should ask him, just in case. I'm pretty sure I know the answer, but just in case. Moon, have you seen 86?
I don't think so.
Now you know where I'm going with this, Fenris. We should do a watch-along of 86. It is literally one of the best mech anime I have ever seen. And we will watch it. We will watch it dubbed because the dub is actually really good.
It is
not to
fantastic.
mention they have 2 Genshin Archons in it. I realized that the little girl, last night I was listening, I was like, why does this voice sound familiar? And I go, it's Nahida! It's fucking Nahida! It's the Dendro Archon is voicing this little girl. And I'm like, that's awesome. Because her adopted father is voiced by Zhang Li. So I'm just like, okay, so the Geo Archon is like the adopted dad of the Dendro Archon. Cool. If you actually see their Genshin characters, totally would make sense. Because Zhang Li is daddy and Nahida is a child. It totally makes sense. But yeah, all right. So for those of you in the chat, do you think we should introduce Moon to 86? Let us know in the comments down below. Just say 86 yes, 86 no, because just simple yes no will not. By the time you respond, we'll have moved on to something else, and it will be very confusing. Also, hi Rick. Thought I'd pop in and say hi before going to work. Well, thank you for that. All right, man. Have a good one. Alrighty. So, just 86. Just typing the numbers is fine. All right, guys. We're still on to a little bit of the nominations. We have not gone away. Wait, Rickalicious, you have not seen 86? Get on Crunchyroll after this episode after we end this stream and go watch it. It's very good.
It is
All
easily one of the best mecha anime in existence.
We are going to talk a little bit about awards, but this time, Moon, I'd like you to read this for us.
Oh boy. Live action One Piece series earns nomination by Makeup Artists and Hairstylists Guild. The Makeup Artists and Hairstylists Guild revealed on Tuesday that Netflix's live-action adaptation of Eiichiro Oda's One Piece manga has been nominated for Best Hairstyling in the Children and Teen Television Programming category for the 11th annual MUAHS Awards. Yeah.
I'm just
Amanda
happy
Ross
it got
McDonald.
nominated, you know?
Yes.
Vera Almanova, Odette Reebok, whatever, and Ermine Kirstenventer, God, are credited for the nomination.
Have we stated before that we're not actually good at names? So like, yeah, guys, come on.
It seems like
I'm
we're better at
half decent at Japanese at
names than we
best.
are
That's
Okay,
whatever these
so
names are.
that is all that you technically have to read. We don't need any of the backstory on the rest of this.
yeah.
That's pretty cool, though. I'm glad to see that the One Piece live action got nommed for something. And you know what? Makeup and hairstyling. Actually, no, that makes sense. Bro,
That's
do you know how
justifiable,
hard?
'cause, like, that's...
Do you know how hard it is to keep Sanji's hair in place for all that shit? I mean, Jesus Christ, McKinney's natural hair color isn't green.
And then you've got the fish people makeup and shit.
Oh yeah. Not to mention, best character of the whole series, Buggy the Clown.
Oh yes, for sure.
I recently saw Jeff Ward show up at a con and do some Q&A stuff. It was great. It was great. He's like, yes, I can't wait for more Buggy. And the other thing that he was talking about, they were like, what is the thing that you absolutely want in the One Piece live action? He was like, I don't know if we'll ever get here, but if Impel Down, and I'm like, oh my god, bro, he knows about Impel Down. Yes. Buggy is all over Impel Down. It's great. I don't want to say anything for people that don't know, but he basically said he wants to do Impel Down because he and Iñaki got along so well together. And it was just, yeah. It's really funny that also one of the other behind the scenes things, he's told a story about like when they're shooting the scene where Buggy's looking at the Straw Hat and talking about Shanks and he's trying to deliver that. And Luffy and Iñaki over there as Luffy is just screaming, my hat! My hat! And eventually he just turns and goes, shut up! And that happens like 5 or 6 times. And it's like, it's not him breaking character because Buggy would absolutely say that. That is absolutely what would happen in the moment. Luffy would be screaming about his hat and Buggy will be like, look, the spotlight's on me. It's my turn. Shut up. That's absolutely a Buggy thing. So, yeah, I love that. That's so good. Just great behind the scenes stories. And I'm glad to see the makeup and hair people get some recognition. I'm sorry. I just wanted to share some of that fun stuff with you guys. If you get the chance, check out some of the Jeff Ward interviews. It's amazing. He's a really cool guy. Guys.
Bye, bye, bye.
God damn it. Guys,
It's in.
did you know? Did you happen to know? Because I didn't know. This caught me by surprise. There's an Overlord film happening? I didn't know that there was an Overlord movie happening.
I found out when I read this article.
Yeah. I was very surprised.
I still haven't seen Overlord.
That's not surprising.
He's not wrong.
What did he say?
He's not wrong. He said that's not surprising. And I go, yeah, he's not wrong.
There's a lot of shit I haven't seen.
There is. Wait, what?
It's not that I haven't seen Yu Yu Hakusho. It's that I haven't watched it in completion. Put it that way. But I'm still working on it.
Did you watch the live action at all?
The live action? No, I don't have Netflix. Don't worry. I do plan on.
Don't worry.
Sailing
Don't
the high
worry.
seas.
That's another watch along we'll get ready for. It's 5 episodes long, and that's the problem.
Oh.
Moon, when we go to the same con, just let me know ahead of time, and I'll bring my entire disc collection of Yu Yu Hakusho.
No, I already have it. I already got it.
Also, y'all don't have to do that. Crunchyroll is working just fine.
Yeah, but I already did that. He was watching it on my wall with like the nice speaker.
That's what started me on the rewatch. I'm currently at the Dark Tournament. I think they're about to fight the Wind guy.
Guys,
the last episode I watched, they had the brainwashed
Jin's
people.
got the wind. Yes. Oh God, I love that. All right, guys, really quickly. Here is, because I know some people want it, but if you want my more in-depth stuff, I'm recording it later with probably some other people that have actually watched the show. I will be giving my proper in-depth review over on technical difficulties with, I almost said breaking points, and I'm like, that's not the show.
No, that is completely different.
That's a new show that I watch. Anyhow, I will 100% be giving my in-depth review of the live-action Yu Yu Hakusho there. But my just quickie opinion of the Netflix live-action Yu Yu Hakusho, it was okay. There was a lot of really good stuff to love about it, and some of the changes that they made, I absolutely agree with them. But when you try to skip to the end of the Dark Tournament without doing the Dark Tournament, that's when you lose 5 points. So it is literally mid.
The Dark Tournament is such a big thing. How do you skip that?
They literally skipped to the Toguro stuff. Toguro versus Yusuke. Elder Toguro versus Kuwabara. Hiei versus Bui, Kurama versus Karasu. None of that had the buildup. Also, we didn't spend enough time with Genkai for the whole fight between Genkai and Toguro and how it plays out to actually have had that much impact. I will say the action is phenomenal. A lot of the effects, fucking gorgeous. And some of the stuff that they skip, I agree with. Skipping the Force 8 Beasts, 100% on board with that.
Absolutely fine.
Skipping Yusuke versus Hiei until later and having a more legit reason for it, and Hiei just completely outclass Yusuke because of his fucking speed. Yeah, way better. However, if you skip the whole fucking Dark Tournament, don't expect me to be kind.
Yeah, no.
That means we don't get the drunken Aussie.
Who was amazing.
He was amazing. We don't get him. We don't get enough time with Keiko, which we really did. They cut out Pooh entirely. Like his Yusuke's spirit beast just gone. But I mean, it kind of made sense for the live action why they didn't do it. But that having been said, there were some odes to the anime. Like in the beginning, there's a guy in a truck. I'm not going to say any more than that, but the song on the radio that he's listening to is actually the opening. It's Smile by, I don't remember who.
Smile Bomb?
Smile Bomb, yes. Smile Bomb on the radio. That's happening. Also, this whole thing takes place in the 90s, so, which is era specific to Yu Yu Hakusho. So points for that. Okay, I said I was going to give a quickie review. I went too far into it. My bad.
For you, that was a quickie review.
That's also true. That's also
you
true.
could sit here and go on forever.
But
we enjoy it, though. I'm not lying.
Yeah, we got to talk about Overlord. Here's my thing. Like I said, if you're a fan of Yu Yu Hakusho, you should still watch the live action. You absolutely should watch the live action. There's a lot of stuff in there. Like the whole fight. Okay, the fight between Yusuke and Goki in the anime is meh. But in the live action, it's fucking phenomenal. The fight choreography is insane. Back to Overlord. Moon, please read this one.
Okay. Overlord Sei Okokuhen Films teaser video streamed. Kadokawa revealed a new teaser video on Friday for Gekijoban Overlord Sei Okokuhen. Or
You can just read the subtitled part because we speak English here.
no.
Yes!
Overlord the movie Holy Kingdom arc. The new film project for the Overlord anime, that was all one sentence. The film will open this year. Kadokawa confirmed that Naoyuki Ito is returning to direct the film at Madhouse. Kadokawa Animation will distribute the film. Returning cast members include Satoshi Hino as Ainz, Yumi Hara as Albedo.
We can pause there. Opening this year in Japan, that doesn't necessarily mean it's going to open here in the U.S. We're usually very behind.
Usually about a year or two.
All right, you can continue with the cast.
Yumi Hara as Albedo, and Masayuki Kato as Demiurge. The film project was first announced during a 2021 live special for the anime. And we are now in 2024. How about that? First
then
15
history
episode,
on the anime and light novel series.
Yeah, this is just backstory.
The
shit.
fact that it is literally just saying it's coming out in 2024, that sounds like fall of 2024.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Especially because this is the first announcement. Whoo! Guys, we got Konosuba Season 3 coming out this year.
Yes, we do.
Woo!
We have
And
some good stuff lined up.
We have the second half of Mushoku Tensei, part 3 of Bleach 1,000 Year Blood War. But we got some awesome shit happening this year. I'm looking forward to it. Not to mention, guys, already Solo Leveling. All right, we're going to quickly get through these next few things because before Moon has to skedaddle to wherever he has to skedaddle to after the shows, I'd like to actually show him Solo Leveling. So we're going to try and get through this quickly.
All right. So The Pokemon Company donates 50 million yen after January 1st quake.
Okay, we do have to take our time on this particular story because we do need to address the earthquake in the region. Yeah.
So, the Pokemon Company announced on Friday that it is donating 50 million yen, about 346 US dollars, to the Japanese Red Cross Society and other support organizations to help people and restore areas affected by the January 1st Noto Peninsula earthquake.
What a way
In
to
addition-
ring in the new year, am I right? With a
Mm.
by the way, I'm watching like VTubers that are in Japan that were streaming actively during this, and there are people in Tokyo that got 2 sets of aftershocks because the earthquake was that big. And it was so big that like literally it set off tsunamis in the opposite direction. Remember, this earthquake happened west of Japan, which is not something that traditionally happens. Usually it's east side of Japan where the tsunamis hit. It hit west of Japan, and then there was an easterly tsunami.
Mm.
Yeah. It's crazy.
In addition, the Pokemon with You Foundation will continue to support children affected by the earthquake through activities. The disaster initiative started in 2011 to support children following the 2011 Tohoku earthquake.
Which is the one
And-
that I'm actively familiar with. Guys, if I'm sorry to sidestep here, but like if you aren't familiar with like my breadth of work from back in the day, back then I was just running one podcast. That was the Naruto podcast, Konoha Corner. We teamed up with the One Piece podcast, the Ass Backwards Anime podcast, a bunch of other podcasts to do anime fans come back to Japan, and we raised a bunch of money to go out to like the Red Cross and other places specifically for the victims of that. And no joke, guys, there's a lot of people here that were unbelievably affected that have no homes to return to. This is a very, very kind of sad thing. This is the 3rd Japanese earthquake that I have witnessed in my lifetime. And it's always sad when stuff like this happens. I could say thoughts and prayers, but that is just platitudes from my side of the globe. And you know what they need now more than anything is security and safety, and just something that they can call home. Anything that they can call home. And yes, I know it's 7 days later. It's literally a week later. That doesn't make it any better. So guys, just keep in mind, well, it's almost a week later. Monday it will have been a week. But this was a horrific tragedy. I'm not trying to ask where people were when they found out about it or whatnot like that. That's not the focus here. The focus is on recovery. So if you can help out, please Google. I didn't put like a list of different places to check out in this because I didn't want to make the whole show about this, even though I easily could have. Wanted to keep things kind of happy and light and just ranty and, you know, the general fun times that we typically have. But occasionally we need to sit down and be like, all right, we got to take something very seriously. And this is one of those times. So I highly encourage you to check out places that you can donate to if you want to donate to help out. We encourage you to check out as many different places, but also look into those places because sadly, there are a lot of scams that will pop up at a time like this for people who have the best intentions that want to donate to make sure that people are taken care of. And then some jerks will come up and just set up stuff to benefit themselves because they don't have good intentions. So just research where your money is going. That's all I ask. Be careful. All right. So we move on from earthquake news to airplane news.
There's a couple other bits on this that I would like to.
Oh,
read
go for
before
it.
we
Yeah,
move
yeah,
on.
yeah. Go for it. Sorry.
So, there were 2 updates to this article since I first read it. First update is Oricon reported on Friday that the talent agency Smile Up, formerly Johnson and Associates, has also donated 50 million yen to the earthquake relief effort. The The agency is also making donation boxes available at events and concerts for its talents.
Mm-hmm.
And then Cover Corporation, known as HoloLive, also announced on Friday that it has donated 5 million yen towards
Nice.
earthquake relief effort.
Nice. Good. Damn it. That's the number one person I know from HoloLive is Gargura. So yeah, but yeah, super awesome to hear that, and I'm not surprised. Yeah, funny enough, you know what company I noticed was eerily missing from that, and I'm not surprised at all because their reputation is kind of slowly just plummeting to beyond hell. Niji Sanji. Yeah. Those in the VTuber community, I'm not taking shots at any of their talent. I'm taking shots at the company. There's a difference. Their talent is amazing, and I wish them the best, even though there was recently another announcement of a longtime Niji Sanji person, like from the beginning Niji Sanji person, who will be leaving later this month. Pomu, I wish you the best. I don't even watch their content, but I'm just like, yeah, this sucks. I know how that is. I hope things go well for them. Blah, blah, blah. Anyhow, so going from earthquakes to planes. Planes, trains, and automobiles is the story of the day, you know?
Mm.
All right, guys, I have to do it. It's the meme. I have to do it. Guys, there's only one other way that we can do this. And that's to just be like, Snake! All right, cool. We're done. I got the meme out of the way. I feel like that was kind of appropriate. We lost a good one, guys. We lost a good one. Actor Christian Oliver dies in plane crash. Christian Oliver, real name Christian Klesper, and his two daughters. Oh, God, I didn't know about the daughters. Medita Klesper, age 10, and Annie Klesper, age 12, died on Thursday due to a plane crash. They were in a small plane that crashed into the sea of a Caribbean island, or off of a Caribbean island. The pilot and plane owner, Robert Sachs, also passed away. Oliver was 51. The Royal St. Vincent and the Grenadines police force stated that shortly after takeoff, the aircraft had experienced difficulties and nosedived into the ocean. The single-engine plane took off from Fort Mitchell Airport in Bequia on Thursday afternoon and was headed for St. Lucia. Oliver played Snake Oiler in the Wachowskis' 2008 American live-action film adaptation of Speed Racer, which the joke is Snake. Come on. If you haven't seen the live-action the live-action adaptation of Speed Racer, it was really good. Unfortunately, at the time that it got released, there weren't enough anime heads out there that really understood what was going on. But yeah. The good German Valkyrie and the recent Indiana Jones and the Dial of Destiny film. Oliver played Brian Keller in the Saved by the Bell, the New Class series. This is just a sad, tragic thing. And, yeah. It was even sadder when I realized that both his daughters had gone as well. That's very sad. 10 and 12 is just too early, guys. That's just too early. Our final story. Yep, put your glasses on. You know what you're doing.
TV Tokyo wins U.S. lawsuits against sellers of counterfeit Naruto merchandise.
Yes!
The company filed Schedule A trademark infringement lawsuits in Illinois against online merchants that sell to U.S. customers.
It would be Illinois.
Of course it would be Illinois. I was actually surprised it's not Ohio, but that's another reason, another story.
Ohio, Sakai, good morning, world.
The United States District Court for the Northern District of Illinois announced its judgment in favor of TV Tokyo Corporation in its trademark infringement lawsuit on December 18th. The company had filed a Schedule A trademark infringement lawsuit against multiple online merchants on September 29th. The alleged trademark infringement is in reference to the counterfeit merchandise based off the Naruto franchise. The filing alleged trademark infringement in counterfeiting, false designation of origin, and violation of Illinois Uniform Deceptive Trade Practices Act. Oh, that was a mouthful. TV Tokyo Corporation had filed the September 29th lawsuit against defendants in the People's Republic of China and other foreign jurisdictions, but the claim stated that defendants conduct business throughout the United States and that their commercial websites and online marketplaces target the United States. The judgment was announced against 301 listed defendants, and the judgment order stated none of the defendants answered or appeared in any way during the case. The The default judgment order was also named the following domain name registries and registrars: VeriSign Incorporated, Newstar Incorporated, Affiliates Limited, Central Nick, Nominet, the Public Interest Registry, GoDaddy Operating Company LLC, Name.com, PDR Limited, PublicDomainRegistry.com, and Namecheap Incorporated, asking them to disable the defendants' domain names and make them inactive. The judgment order, in addition to ordering the defendants to stop using Naruto trademarks and passing off products as genuine, also asked each defendant to pay TV Tokyo $50,000 US.
Jesus.
That's
Nice.
not much, to be
Yeah,
honest.
no. Each of them to pay 50,000.
No, I know, but still, each of them pay 50,000, but it's still a drop in what they more than likely made.
Yes, but at the same time, TV Tokyo, here's what I want you to do. I want you to take all that money and give it to your animators.
Please.
Yes. Additionally, third-party platforms such as Amazon and Walmart must also stop using or linking to the accounts being used to sell counterfeit merchandise. The original filing in September also stated that according to an intellectual property rights seizure statistics report issued by the United States' Homeland Security, the value of the goods seized by the US government in 2021 was over 3.3 billion US dollars, up from 1.3 billion the year prior. According to Hughes, Hubbard, and Reed LLP, a Schedule A filing refers to a plaintiff filing intellectual property claims against a group of online merchants in a single complaint, listing the defendants on a Schedule A. Proceeding in this manner eliminates the need for the plaintiff to bring and pay for a filing fee, a separate complaint against each merchant. Hughes, Hubbard, and Reed LLP stated that the Northern District of Illinois is a popular venue for Schedule A filings because its judgments are generally favorable towards plaintiffs. In addition to this case, Anime News Network has found that TV Tokyo has filed 16 additional cases so far in the Northern District of Illinois between May and January of this year, all for counterfeit Naruto merchandise. 7 of the cases are ongoing, but in the 10 closed cases, TV Tokyo has won all of them. And then backstory on Naruto.
Yep. Guys, I see this as an absolute win. It gets the counterfeit nonsense out of there. Here's the thing. When you buy merch, yes, it may be more pricey. But here's the thing. You know that your money will eventually trickle back to the creator.
Mm-hmm.
With this counterfeit shit, it's literally just going to assholes that just make crappy material. I'm just saying. It goes back to the people you actually want the money to go back to, in a way.
And if you buy official merch, it's another statistic they look at to continue a series of anime.
Also the truth. Because merch sales have a lot to do with why Gundam is popular.
Oh no, Gundam. The Gundam anime is a giant, long-running ad for the models.
That's what I'm
Just
saying,
like
though. You wouldn't get
Transformers, just like
Gundam
My Little
anime
Pony.
if people weren't buying Gundam, you know? Look at My Hero Academia. Merch sales alone have more to do with anything you know of about that series. That's how they know if
100%.
if a series is popular, because people buy the effing merch. Why do you
If
think
everyone
I
would
have
take a look at their figurine counters, you can see where all your money has gone.
Guys, why do you think I have why do you think I have an entire fucking shelf dedicated to slime? I want more slime. I bought a shit ton of slime. What happened? Season 3. I'm just saying, correlation sometimes does equal causation. But anyway, guys, that's the last story that we have to talk about for the show. Thank you so much for hanging out with us. We really, really appreciate it. Any last thoughts from you guys before we close things out?
Buy more merch.
That's absolutely
Yeah.
true. Any final thoughts on any of the stories we talked about? Doesn't have to be this one.
I can't wait to see what the actual Beam Saber project does, because I want to know how that plasma is going to affect actual crop growth, and if I can get my hands on it as a private citizen to expand my garden and my fields.
Guys,
Yes.
don't worry.
For those reasons, exactly.
Guys, don't worry. We will help Moon get his eyes on the live-action Yu Yu Hakusho.
Yes, we will.
If nothing else than the fact that the introduction into the live-action anime adaptation of Truck-kun was the best adaptation it could possibly be. Holy shit, when Yusuke gets hit by a truck, it is phenomenal. You're sitting there like, how did they fucking do that?
You've actually shown me the clip, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And
It's not
yeah, I
just that.
know.
How did they fucking do that? Yeah, so good. Guys, we will see you later. Take care. Have a good evening, afternoon, all those things. Of course, drop a like if you like this content and leave some more comments. Don't just hang out in the chat. I mean, we appreciate it. Thank you guys for being so active in the chat as well. We really, really appreciate
Yes.
that. Thank you so much.
This
But guys,
is by far
leave a
one of the
comment.
most active days we've had.
Yeah, it really is. Leave a comment and leave a comment, leave a like, and all that good stuff to help push us up on the YouTube algorithm, which we are constantly fighting against. Let people know that this kind of content is out there. We greatly appreciate it. That having been said, this is Anime Church, the church where cosplay is not only encouraged, but highly recommended. I am Richie Roberts, your minister of science and technology.
I am Moonlight Sparks, your minister of archaeology.
Praise Arceus!
Arceus!
Yes, yes.
Nobody worship
I am
that rock.
Fenrisarun, your Fenrisarun, your patron saint of snackos and pickles.
And pickles. Also, ladies and gentlemen, if you want to, you can also praise Rimuru. When you praise Minyu, it just hurts my soul. Anyway, take care, everybody, and bye-bye.
Besides, Rimuru will give you a new name at the expense of Minyu, but, you know.
No, he won't. No, he won't. That's not even remotely how that works. Rimuru will give you a new name, much to the chagrin of Great Sage, and
Couldn't think of the words, okay?
cookies. Rimuruism has
Oh, yeah.
cookies. I'm just saying.
We
Do you like
Iowa
cannibalism?
again, I really hope.
Guys, Here's
What was it?
this is what I should do for the intro for season 2. Do you like cannibalism? Do you like cookies? Well, boy, do we have a deal for you. Come on down to Tempest and we'll indoctrinate you into Rimuru. I mean, not indoctrinate. We'll share
Invite.
the word of our Lord Rimuru and have
We'll
the lovely
enlighten you.
communion of milk and cookies. MILF and cookie. I mean, what? Just
Milk and,
milk and cookies.
milk
I mean, milk and cookies.
Sorry,
Milk and cookies.
Slip of the tongue.
The tongue slipped in the right place. That having been said,
Oh, yeah.
bye-bye for now.
Bye.
Bye-bye.
Have fun storming a castle.
Think it'll work?
It'd take a miracle.
Bye-bye.